Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Hope all are keeping well. We are going to see now seventh lesson, that is Major Dhyanchand. Major Dhyanchand. So this is a picture of a Dhyanchand, okay, who was a great sportsman. Okay, we are going to see about him now, how he worked and what success he got, and through which difficulties he went. Saturday, 15th August 1936, it was the day of the hockey finals during the Olympic events held in Berlin, Germany. Now, Germany is a country and the Berlin is a city of the Germany. So, 15th August was the day. Okay, it was the day for hockey finals during the Olympic events in Berlin. Germany had defeated several teams to enter the finals against the Indian team. They were the hosts of the Olympics and they were sure of their victory. Perhaps that was the reason why their rulers Hitler had himself come to watch the match. So these Australian were Olympics. They were knowing that they are going to win this Olympic. Okay, so Hitler, their ruler, himself came to see the match. All the day before, it had rained heavily. The entire field had become waterlogged. But 15th August being the last day of the games, it was not possible to postpone the match any further. The Indian team was a little under pressure as they had lost to Germany in the practice match and they were not very comfortable with the wet ground. So dear students, it was the last day of the Olympic, that was 15th August. So before they could begin their match, previous day, that means the one day before, it rained heavily. Okay, so the garden became wet. Okay, waterlogged, or the water was collected on the ground, so they were not able to play, but they also were not able to postpone the match. Why? Because that was the last day, that was the final day of the hockey game. So this Indian team was little under pressure because they had no practice with the wet ground. About 40,000 people had gathered in the hockey stadium to cheer Germany against India. The Maharaja of Baroda state, the Prince of Bhopal, and a few other Indians had also come to support the Indian team. So about 40,000 people from Germany had come to cheer the Australian against Indian. And this Maharaja of Baroda state and the Prince of Bhopal and few other Indians had come to support Indians. The match started exactly at 11 a.m. The German team had adopted a novel strategy of using the Indian technique of short distance passes against the Indian team itself. They had resorted to a very aggressive play. The Indian team was offering an equally strong resistance. No team could make a goal during the first half hour. During the 32nd minute, Roop Singh scored the first goal, hitting the ball towards the goal post from a difficult angle. So dear students, this match started exactly at what time? At 11 a.m. The German team had adopted a novel strategy. Okay, they had adopted the novel strategy of using Indian technique to leave the distance between the players. Okay, so they had already seen the Indian team how they were playing, so they also copied them to keep the distance. The Indian team was offering an equally strong resistance. That means the Indian team was very good at the stadium. Okay, so they had their goal, but after 32 minutes, the Roop Singh, okay, from Indian team scored the first goal. Okay, he scored the first goal by hitting the ball towards the goal post. In the second half of the match, the Indian team found a firm footing. The entire team played as one and made three more goals against Germany. Two of them were made by the captain of the Indian team, Dhyanchand. However, the German players were also trying their level best to win. They too succeeded in making one goal. So in the second half of the match, the Indian team found a firm footing. Okay, they found a firm footing. The entire team played as one. Okay, so all were together. They played well. Again, they had 3 more goals. Okay, so the two of them were made by the captain of the Indian team, that was Dhyan Chand. Okay, however, German players also made one more goal. Now only a few last minutes were left. Dhyan Chand had resolved to win the match at any cost without allowing Germany to make any more goals. So Dhyan Chand, this good sportsman was very aware that I must not give a chance for the German team to have one more goal. It's difficult for him to run fast on the wet ground. He removed the shoes and the socks and began to run barefoot. Using his amazing skill of dribbling and his near-magical game, he began to send one pass after another to player in the D, that is, in the defenders or opponents' area from where they could make goals. They too did not let the passes go waste. The Indian team scored 3 more goals. Dhyan Chand could have easily made the goals himself from his own position, but he never played a selfish game. Skillfully, he took the ball away from the German defenders and made it possible for the players in the D to score goal. So this man, Dhyan Chand, was a very good person. Okay, he was not a selfish. So when it was when a few seconds were remain for them to play, what he did, it was a wet ground. So he removed his all socks and his shoes and start playing barefoot. Barefoot means without shoes. Using his amazing skill, he used whatever he had learned. He used all his amazing skills. He was not selfish. He was a selfless man. So what he did, with all his might, with all his strength, took the ball in the defender. Defender means the German team. He took the ball in the defenders team and he gave chance others to play. The German strategy had proved fruitless. A defeat stared them in the face. Some of the frustrated German players then resorted to a rough game. The German goalkeeper pounced on Dhyan Chand and hurt him, but Dhyan Chand was a true soldier. After a little first aid, he immediately returned to the field and held the spectators spellbound with his game. At last, he scored the last goal of the match just as the game drew to a close. The Indian team had won 3rd time in a row. It was a hat trick. Indians were the 3rd time winners of the Olympic gold medal. So this was the final match. Okay, then the Germany strategy had proved fruitless. So they understood that they are going to lose. A defeat stared them in the face. They were very angry. So what they did, they hurt whom? They hurt Dhyan Chand. It was the first aid. Okay, it was the first aid. So immediately he returned to the field and held the spectators spellbound with his game. At last he scored the last game. Okay, at last he scored the last field and held last goal for the match. And when it was the time to get over the match, they were the winners. Okay, they were the winners. Although Hitler left the stadium before the match was over, he was impressed by Dhyan Chand's game. It is said that the German dictator had offered Dhyan Chand a high salary and rank in the German army if he agreed to play on behalf of Germany, but Dhyan Chand turned down the offer. After the celebrated victory in Olympic, Hitler awarded a special gold medal to Dhyan Chand. So this Hitler, who came himself, he was a ruler of Germany. He came to see the match of Germany. When he came to know that our team is going to lose, he was impressed by Dhyan Chand. He was very happy with Dhyan Chand. Why? Because Dhyan Chand played very well. he gave him a high salary. Okay, he gave him more money for ranking in the Germany army. So he also told him to join the German party, okay, German team. But Dhyanchand did not do that. He worked only for the India. You may be aware that hockey is a national sport. Major Dhyanchand's birthday, August 29, is celebrated as National Sports Day in India. The famous National Stadium in Delhi is named after the great hero Dhyanchand. So we all know that Dhyanchand's birthday is on 29th August. Okay, so 29th August is known as a National Sports Day in India because the hockey is the national game of India. So the famous National Stadium which is built in Delhi is known after whose name? Dhyanchand's name. Who knows, perhaps one of you may carry the legacy of Dhyanchand further and win great glory for our country. So they are telling, who knows, any one of you among students also can become like a Dhyanchand. So dear students, here we have finished the lesson about Major Dhyanchand, who is a very inspiring person for everybody, every one of us, who worked hard and who was a selfless person. So dear students, go through this lesson and see each and every word. You may get inspiration from this word. Try to become like Dhyanchand and try to follow his rules, or try to follow his commands, or whatever he has done. Be like Dhyanchand. Thank you.